In the Soul Theft SMP, wealth comes primarily in the form of hearts, but, like in any other Minecraft server, wealth is also gear and materials. Now my goal on this server was to become the richest player and dominate the server. But before all that, however, I had to get some basic resources. I soon encountered a very small and tiny problem in my entire plan, and that was, I had lost the entire first day of footage. 3 whole hours. Although all that happened was I got geared up, found a village, built a base, and a bunch of people died, including me, to an iron golem that was standing still, and then it suddenly teleported, and I instantly got killed by it. You see, this little incident introduces us to the first major problem that I will encounter on the server: my internet. You see, before this, we made a server to test things out, and it acted as a beta of sorts. And when doing that, we found many problems, including a dysfunctional plugin and a very dysfunctional internet. But back to the proper SMP, and I'm mining out my village here, when I get a pretty interesting message. And at this point I've done some stuff. What does he want from me? I try and find a dupe so he can patch it. But anyway, I go back to mining out my villager spot, and then he decides that it's a smart idea to send me his coordinates to his base on a lifesteal server. I'm not sure where he thought this was going to go. Such a perilous journey filled with great adventure. Small journey. And after simply walking into Mordor, I finally reach his base. And it's very clearly a base. And after searching for so long, I finally find my great foe, who is completely naked. He then proceeds to show me his string duper, which he seems quite proud of. Although, it's very simple. Right out of bonuses. Oh, he's got a sheep farm. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of blocks. This is where it gets interesting. You see, I got a bit bored, so I decided to go on a wheel to see if I should kill him or leave him alone. The wheel never lies. I think we're all smart enough to guess what it landed on. But then I had a realization. I was no villain. I felt guilty, so I decided to give him some iron, but that didn't go too well. Okay. Although, because I did feel still quite guilty, I did end up giving him his heart back, even though he was still trying to murder me. And I also gave him, I think, the extra stuff that I was going to give him originally. And, you know, I thought we were kind of chill after that. But, I'm guessing not. You know, fair. But then he asks me if I have a base. And of course I say yes, and he responds good. And he threatens to grief my base and find it. Okay, this guy really just wants me to ban him right now. Oh. Okay, he just got murdered by a skeleton. This guy is not getting my base. Nice enchanting table there. Oh. And that was basically the last of him that I ever saw on the server as of speaking at the moment. As of editing this. I then proceeded to spend the next hour of my life grinding villagers, making a string farm, and just messing around basically. And so I hop on the server with the same intention as the night before, to get rich as hell. And after a bit I realized that I definitely need melons for trading with farmers, so I go on a large, long and grueling journey just to find one melon or a jungle. And finally, after about 20 minutes of searching, I finally find a jungle. Yes. Let's go. Yo. And after gathering some melons, bamboo, and a couple other random things, I take the long journey back home. So after grinding and time skipping a ton of stuff, it seems that I lost a bunch of footage, or it got corrupted, or I didn't have enough disk space, because when we get back, I have mending and protection 4 armor, and a sharpness 5 sword, and I'm heading to a trial chamber. And after finding my famed trial chamber, you can now get a cool time lapse of me doing the trial chamber, and not getting a mace, but getting some other stuff that can be very useful. After looting the trial chamber and grinding more villagers, I decided to go netherite mining, which, well, doesn't go too well, and I use all my beds, and end up leaving. So after the very unsuccessful attempt of getting netherite, I end up doing a couple more trades with villagers, and then just leaving. The next day I log on, knowing exactly what is going to happen. The end fight. You see, in just over an hour, the end will open. I don't have the coordinates for the stronghold. Luckily for me, however, only one other player is online for this fight, and I have decent relations with him, and he is willing to give me the coordinates. But I will still go and grind blaze rods, just in case. My luck was not getting better, as I seem to have lost the Discord audio for the entire end fight, meaning I'm just going to be talking to myself the entire time. I swear I'm not schizophrenic. And then my internet almost got me killed for the 100th time. My internet had failed me once again. I just couldn't let this slide, but I was faced with two options. Either leave the end and go back to my base, or go further into the end and try and be the first to get an elytra. Oh, get elytra, honestly. And almost immediately, I found an end city, although it did not have a ship. I first went to go and raid the end city, but then I realized my enemy was not far behind me, so I abandoned that and began searching for another one with a ship. And after nearly an hour of searching, I checked my map, only to find that I had walked right past an end ship. Wait, am I blind? I literally passed an end ship ages ago, bro. And so I finally got my elytra, or was close to. But the only problem was, my opponent had already gotten multiple elytras. I had almost completely been defeated on my quest to become the richest player on this server. I'm about to get one. And so I left the end in preparation to log off. I had been defeated, completely and utterly, but I was not ready to give up just yet.